Hello, I'm Dr. James Chen, and after 62 years in neurology, I've seen countless patients struggle with memory loss. But today, I'm sharing something remarkable. 3 simple bedtime moves that have helped thousands of my patients maintain and even improve their cognitive function well into their 80s and 90s. You might be wondering how I've stayed sharp enough to still practice medicine at 92. The techniques I'm about to share are the same ones I've personally used every night for the past 4 decades. What's truly exciting is that these methods take just minutes before bed, but can dramatically impact your brain health. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 68-year-old former teacher who came to my clinic in tears last year. She was forgetting her grandchildren's names and couldn't remember where she'd placed her house keys. Her family was worried she might be developing dementia. But after implementing these 3 bedtime techniques I'm about to share, Margaret noticed significant improvements within just weeks. 6 months later, she was teaching piano again and leading her book club with confidence. Now you might be thinking, another memory improvement technique? I've tried everything. I understand your skepticism. When I first discovered these methods during my research at Tokyo University in the 1980s, I was skeptical too. But after documenting thousands of cases of cognitive improvement in my patients, I can't ignore the results. The secret lies in how these bedtime moves activate specific neural pathways while we sleep. You see, our brain's glymphatic system, its natural cleaning mechanism, becomes up to 60% more active during sleep. These techniques enhance this process, essentially giving your brain a deep clean while you rest. Before we dive into the science and the specifics, comment below where in the world you're watching from. I'd love to know how far this knowledge is reaching, as these techniques have helped my patients from all walks of life, from busy executives to retired teachers, regain their mental clarity and confidence. What I'm about to share involves a specific breathing pattern that increases oxygen flow to the brain, strategic pressure points that boost neural connectivity, and a simple hand movement that stimulates memory-related areas in your brain's cortex. These might sound simple, but together, they create a powerful cognitive enhancement routine that's backed by both ancient wisdom and modern neuroscience. The first technique is what I call the memory boost breath, a specific 4-7-8 breathing pattern that's quite different from normal breathing. When Margaret first tried it, she was amazed at how quickly it helped her feel mentally clearer. Let me explain why this works. During sleep, your brain literally washes away toxic proteins that build up during the day. This cleaning process works best when you're in a deep, relaxed state. The 4-7-8 breath triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's relaxation response, preparing your brain for enhanced memory consolidation during sleep. Here's exactly how to do it. Lie comfortably in bed. Inhale quietly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Then exhale completely through your mouth for 8 seconds, making a whoosh sound. This isn't just any breathing exercise. The specific timing pattern matches the optimal rhythm for activating your brain's natural cleansing system. The second technique targets what traditional Chinese medicine calls the Shen Men point, also known as the spirit gate, located in a small depression on your ear. Modern research has shown this point connects to areas of your brain responsible for memory formation and cognitive processing. Remember Robert, the 75-year-old retired engineer who came to me frustrated that he could no longer complete his beloved crossword puzzles? He was particularly skeptical about this technique. "Doc," he said, "how can touching my ear help my memory?" But after 3 weeks of consistent practice, he reported feeling mentally sharper than he had in years. Now he's back to solving complex puzzles and has even started teaching his grandchildren chess. To activate this point, simply apply gentle pressure with your index finger to the upper third of your ear, where it curves inward, for 30 seconds on each side. You'll know you've found the right spot when you feel a slight tenderness. This pressure stimulates neural pathways that enhance memory consolidation during sleep. I've seen countless patients transform their cognitive function using these techniques, but it's crucial to perform them in the correct sequence. The breathing must come first to prepare your nervous system, followed by the ear pressure point stimulation. This order matters because it follows the natural flow of your body's energy systems and neural pathways. The third technique is what I call the brain sweep, a simple yet powerful hand movement that stimulates blood flow to key memory centers in your brain. This one particularly fascinated Sarah, a 62-year-old accountant who struggled with number recall at work. It felt strange at first, she told me, but within 2 weeks, I noticed I could remember complex calculations much more easily. Here's how to perform the brain sweep. Starting at your forehead, use your fingertips to gently sweep backward over your scalp 3 times while focusing on positive memories. This movement activates meridian points along your scalp that correspond to different cognitive functions. The key is to apply gentle pressure. You're not massaging, but rather tracing specific neural pathways. What makes these techniques so effective is their synergistic relationship with your brain's natural nighttime processes. During sleep, your brain doesn't just rest, it actively processes and consolidates memories. These movements help optimize that process, much like preparing a garden for optimal growth. I've observed that patients who combine these techniques with proper sleep hygiene see the most dramatic improvements. Take David, a 70-year-old volunteer coordinator who had been struggling to remember new names at his community center. He not only implemented these 3 moves, but also started maintaining consistent sleep and wake times. "Doc," he wrote to me last month, "it's like someone turned the lights back on in my mind." Think of your brain as a sophisticated filing system. During the day, it collects vast amounts of information, but it needs proper organization to store and retrieve these memories effectively. These bedtime techniques essentially help your brain better organize and file away important memories while you sleep. The science behind this is fascinating. Recent studies have shown that during deep sleep, your brain's neurons actually shrink slightly, creating more space between cells. This allows cerebrospinal fluid to flow more freely, washing away toxic proteins that can interfere with memory formation. The breathing and pressure point techniques we've discussed help optimize this natural cleaning process. Many of my patients report that they start noticing improvements within the first 2 weeks, but the most significant changes often occur after about 6 weeks of consistent practice. It's like building any other healthy habit. Consistency is key to seeing lasting results. Now I want to address something crucial. While these techniques have helped thousands of my patients, they're not a replacement for medical treatment if you're experiencing serious cognitive decline. Always consult your healthcare provider if you're noticing significant memory issues. These methods work best as part of a comprehensive approach to brain health. Let me share another remarkable case that illustrates this point. Patricia, an 82-year-old artist, came to me devastated because she was losing her ability to visualize her paintings before creating them. After incorporating these techniques alongside her regular medical care, she experienced a dramatic improvement. 3 months later, she held her first gallery showing in 5 years. The key to maximizing these techniques' effectiveness lies in understanding how they work with your brain's natural rhythms. Your brain operates on different frequencies throughout the day, but it's during the theta wave state, just before deep sleep, that these methods have the most impact. That's why timing is crucial. To enhance the benefits, I recommend a few complementary practices. First, try taking a gentle evening walk about an hour before bed. This increases blood flow to your brain without being too stimulating. Second, stay well hydrated throughout the day, but stop drinking large amounts of water about 2 hours before bedtime to avoid sleep disruption. Many of my patients also find that incorporating omega-3 rich foods into their diet amplifies the effects of these techniques. Tom, a 71-year-old professor, combined the bedtime moves with daily servings of fatty fish and noticed even more significant improvements in his lecture recall. The most common question I get is, how long until I see results? While everyone's different, most of my patients report feeling mentally sharper within the first 2 weeks. However, the most profound changes typically occur after 6 weeks of consistent practice. Think of it like training a muscle. The benefits compound over time. Some patients have asked if these techniques can help with anxiety-related memory issues. The answer is yes, and here's why. The breathing pattern I shared earlier naturally calms your nervous system, reducing stress hormones that can interfere with memory formation. Jean, a 65-year-old former executive, found that her work-related anxiety decreased significantly, and her memory improved as a result. Remember, your brain has a remarkable ability to adapt and improve at any age. These techniques simply provide the optimal conditions for your natural cognitive processes to function at their best. It's never too late to start caring for your brain health. I want to emphasize something crucial. Consistency is key with these techniques. Just like you wouldn't expect to get fit from a single workout, your brain needs regular practice to maintain and improve its function. The good news is, once you make these moves part of your bedtime routine, they become second nature. Let's quickly review the 3 essential moves. First, the memory boost breath. 4 seconds in, hold for 7, out for 8. Second, the Shen Men point stimulation on your ears for 30 seconds each side. Finally, the brain sweep. 3 gentle strokes from forehead to back of head while focusing on positive memories. The most successful patients in my practice do these moves in exactly this order, every night, about 15 to 20 minutes before sleep. Think of it as setting up your brain's nighttime cleaning crew for success. When done correctly, these techniques take less than 5 minutes total. I've seen these methods work for people in their 40s worried about early memory changes, and for those in their 80s looking to maintain their cognitive function. The key is starting now, before you notice significant changes in your memory. Just last week, I received a touching letter from Margaret, the teacher I mentioned earlier. She wrote, "Dr. Chen, I never thought I'd be teaching again at 69, but thanks to these techniques, I'm sharper than I've been in years. My grandchildren no longer have to repeat their names, and I haven't lost my keys in months." Remember, your brain is remarkably adaptable at any age. These simple bedtime moves can help protect and enhance your cognitive function for years to come. Start tonight. Your future self will thank you. And if you know someone struggling with memory issues, share this information. Together, we can help maintain sharper, healthier minds well into our golden years. In my next video, I'll reveal how these techniques can be modified to specifically target anxiety and stress reduction. Stay tuned. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing health insights from my 6 decades of medical practice. Take care of your remarkable brain, and it will take care of you. This is Dr. James Chen, wishing you clear thoughts and sharp memories.